Hi, welcome to the channel. I decided to come up with some sort of companion video diary to go alongside PersonInWorld, a YouTube channel I created about 6 weeks ago now. I literally have one short, 2 videos on it. Very, very basic, but just purely to learn how to upload to YouTube, how to learn to edit. I've literally started from nowhere, learning how to edit, learning how to upload music, download music, add effects on videos, things like that. This is hopefully going to be a companion just to show the progress that's made over the next few weeks, months, or however long that this carries on for. All this came about because we were, as a family, as we go on holiday and we're looking for somewhere to go, we do a lot of YouTube watching, whether it's the resort, the country, places of interest, the hotels. There's quite a lot of information out there on YouTube, obviously made by content creators. We've been watching them for the last couple of years now, and we rely on them more and more to find out whether we're actually going to enjoy the resort. Used to go to the Canaries a lot, so we've been to Lanzarote, we've been to Fuerteventura, we've been to Tenerife. But I suppose the interest in making videos started sort of last year. We were watching YouTube a lot for Tenerife. We ended up going to Tenerife in September, and we were looking into things of locations, what's nearby, what are the beaches close by, if somebody was walking around with a camera showing the resorts. We found various YouTubers had sprung up in Tenerife especially, with their own channels. Some of them, I believe, were motivated to do it by just generally by living over there, being workers, having businesses, and then lockdown hit in 2020. They had a lot of time on their hands, they could do a lot of walking, so they decided to walk around and either film themselves or film the surroundings. And from there you've had various bloggers, holiday makers in general going along, just doing a few videos here and there. But as we've started looking at more and more things to do with resorts and hotels, we've discovered that we're looking more and more in terms of who's telling us about the resort. Certain YouTube bloggers will go for a walk. Some people will go for a walk and film themselves talking about stuff. Other people just churn out numerous videos, not particularly bothering too much about the content, just for the sake of getting the YouTube videos out there to earn a living from or earn a sideline from. We came across various people, some obviously more popular than others. Some people have better content. Some people go in for the restaurant reviews and bar reviews and hotel reviews, and some people do it better than others. Obviously, some people with technology tend to know a little bit more about it. Generally, people who are a little bit PC literate will find their way through it and learn how to do it. Some people obviously don't really have the skills to do it, and they just produce a format which is just basic, and they just run with that, and they just continue to run with that. Nothing wrong with that. Generally started to see a lot of different people doing it, and it just became an interest where we were looking at what was actually going on behind the video, as well as what the video was showing. We were looking at the types of content they were doing, what sort of effects they were using, and I suppose you could see the popularity of some of these people, and you would tend to find go-to people, because if you wanted to find something about a restaurant or a hotel, you would have a look on the particular, you subscribe to a page, you'd look at somebody, you would see if they had a video about it first. Not all of them did. Obviously everybody was unique in their own style, but again, it just piqued an interest in us in the sense that we found ourselves watching it. It would actually become a thing that we would go and watch in downtime instead of turning on the TV. So that's generally where my particular interest and also my family's interest started. How it could be classed as entertainment, I guess. So I basically started a channel 6 weeks ago. I took a video of a beach for 15 seconds. It just happened to be on my phone, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I'll start a YouTube channel. I uploaded that. I figured out how to get a new email address and log in to get a YouTube channel, and started looking at how I could upload a basic 15-second video. From that, it was born, effectively. I went to a place called Lunan Bay. I was out with work, and I was staying away, and I just happened to go to the beach one day beside the hotel. Took this short video just before it rained, and then I decided to use that because it was literally panning along a beach. That was it. So I thought, well, how can I do something with it? So once I got it to a stage where it was on YouTube, I started looking at, well, how can I edit it? And then the journey began with, right, what do we do for editing? So basically Google is your friend. Anything I see in a video, I tend to just pause it and then Google it. I seem to have stumbled across an editing software called Canva, which you can use online, mobile, and I've downloaded a desktop version as well. That seems to be my favourite thing at the minute. So everything I'm learning, all self-taught, mind, is all through that. I mean, literally, it's just been a case of just try and get a bit of footage. What can I do with it? How can I manipulate it? How can I cut it? Can I add graphics? Can I have a home screen, a thumbnail, an end screen? Yesterday, I've been learning how to do B-roll and add particular graphics onto certain scenes. B-roll is when you have a little picture, just kind of, where is it? Like in a little corner of the screen like that. Again, everything's tricky. I've never done video editing. I've never been into cameras or even particularly videos. So everything is just going just at a slow pace, but I'm just eager to learn a little bit more about it. So we're now the date is the 9th of July 2024. I'm wearing a hoodie. I live in the UK. It's pouring down with rain outside, which is bizarre considering I was walking around in shorts yesterday. But this has been the weather in the UK most of this year. The big thing on the horizon for us, and one of the motivating factors of setting up a YouTube channel, is we're going on holiday in August. We're off to Cyprus. Looks a beautiful place. We've decided to have a change of holiday location. Tenerife is usually our favourite place because Tenerife usually ticks every single box for us. But we decided to try the Greek style of things, and Cyprus looks beautiful. Again, we watched plenty of videos first. We found a guy called George who has a channel called Cyprus Insight, who's literally, I believe the guy might be retired over there with his wife Sue. He walks around pretty much every resort, along the fronts everywhere, gives tips on restaurants and all sorts of things. But George seems to pretty much have Cyprus all sort of locked up, effectively. He's everywhere. He's done hundreds of videos. He's very, very good. He's got catchphrases and a few little quirky sayings that he does that tend to be sort of popping up on most of his videos. But he's generally very entertaining and getting plenty of views.
Conveniently located, comfortable chairs. I like the chairs as well.
So yeah, we've looked at Cyprus and we've thought, you know what, let's go there. As I say, from maybe 2 to 3 months out from booking the holiday, we said, well, let's look at getting some videos up let's aim to get on holiday and see if we can come up with a couple of videos of our own. We've already seen a few things where we think that, you know, certain things we've searched for haven't come up. So the plan is to try and fill in a few of those blanks, certainly around our holiday hotel, close by to the hotel. It's given us some sort of ideas of seeing what other people have done, what we want to do. We don't want to particularly do a holiday blog of hers us getting in the car at 3 in the morning, hers us going at the airport, hers us going on the plane. We might do something like that, I don't know, because it's all footage. And we might make that purely just for ourselves, just as a holiday reminder, just for a bit of fun. But the whole point is it's supposed to be fun. And this is why we're doing it. I've learned quite a lot in a short space of time. I currently work in IT, working evening shifts at the minute, travelling around a little bit, so I'm getting quite a bit of downtime during the day. And this has been quite a useful thing to fill my time. So we're looking at going to Cyprus. We're going to try and get up to speed to a certain level. I don't want to just go along and just take loads of videos and just come back and think, right, how do we put all these together? So I'm using this time in the build-up. We've got maybe 5.5 weeks left now. I'm using this time to try and learn some of the basics, and it is the basics, just to be able to put a couple of videos together, just from days out we've been on, walking around through a park we went to watch the Red Arrows recently at a display. I did a little walk in Blackpool a couple of weeks back when I was over that way for work. Just literally taking basic footage, learning some things like I've done on the Blackpool video. Seeing the wind there, you see the importance of a microphone. You know, a wind reducing, noise cancelling microphone. Because all the talking I was doing was disappearing over the sound of the wind. You couldn't hear a thing. So that video's been edited to just include music. But I've learned, you learn by your mistakes, and you can't get it right unless you've got it wrong a couple of times, is what I'm finding with this, whether it's superimposing two videos over each other and not noticing, finding the cut lines are a little bit different. It makes things a little bit annoying when you've spent a bit of time trying to put something together and you don't notice it. But things like that will iron out with time, and the only way you're going to get better is to practice and try and put things together. And the intention is that when we do go on holiday, first and foremost, I want to have a holiday. Secondly, I realise that holidays give you a lot of time where, you know, you struggle to fill a day sometimes. I'm not somebody who's going to sit on the beach. Neither is my partner, neither is my daughter. So we're going to be doing some activities. We're planning on getting around the place. They're both actually quite keen on holding a camera. Maybe not so much appearing on camera, but they're both on board with trying to make it fun and seeing if we can do something with the channel, just chucking some stuff out there, seeing if it attracts a little bit of holiday traffic. You know, those people like us who search for holidays and holiday hotels. That's the kind of traffic I anticipate that would find the content. But again, I'm talking about content. There's not much of it at the minute. But the intention is to slowly add some bits in. Hopefully some more videos as I go along. Waiting for the weather to get a little bit better. Or at least just stay dry would be a start. Never mind the sun. We are in Wimbledon week after all, so I suppose it's expected. But yeah, this is, as I say, 6 weeks into things. We don't know how it's going to go, where it's going to go, whether we keep it up, whether there's interest. Hopefully I'll post another update in a little while, maybe a couple of weeks' time, or maybe just before we go away, just to explain what's actually going on. See if there's been any improvements, if I've uploaded any videos. And as I say, the idea is just to have this as a companion, partly for myself and partly for anybody who might be interested in starting a YouTube channel, one thing I've learned is expect things to be rubbish for a while. Quite often you're going to make mistakes, you're not going to get any views. We've got one video that's got 100 views for the red arrows at this point. But I'm expecting it to be rubbish, but then again, I couldn't ride a bike the first time I got on it. So time will tell what happens, so we'll see what happens later on and see if there's any improvement in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks for watching. Just one more thing. When I do this video, I'm literally sat here in the afternoon. I'm going to put some transitions in, some effects, some openings, some editing credits, purely for my own benefit, just to see, when I look back on it in the future, just to see what standard my editing was, how capable I am at putting effects together, B-roll, video, music, sound effects, that kind of thing. And it's purely a case of just looking back and saying, right, this is me after 6 weeks, and then jump forward a little bit, see if I'm including any different things or any different effects. So again,